What's up guys, I'm Kevin Nahai, and on today's video I want to talk about the 3 true reasons why you may still be single. The 3 reasons why you may not have found the right relationship for you if that's what you're looking for. Now the reasons we hear most commonly are things like the timing hasn't been right, or I just haven't found the right person, or I have really high standards and I'm not willing to settle. And in my personal and professional experience, those are just platitudes. It is very, very rarely the case that the reason a person is single longer than they want to be is one of those reasons. The true reasons in my personal and professional experience are one of the following 3. Now I'm going to explain each one of these in detail, but first I just want to say I'm not making this video as an attack on single people, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with being single. The reason I'm making this video is that if you are single, I would like you to look at these 3 reasons openly and without self-judgment and ask yourself which one of them applies to you so that you can cut that behavior or work through the things you need to work through and proceed accordingly. So I hope this information will be helpful. You're awesome, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you have a great job. Why are you single? I'm sure you've heard that from your grandma and your doctor and all of your friends. Okay, well, it's probably one of the following 3 reasons. 1, you've made bad choices in your dating life. This can include sleeping with too many people. It can include staying in a toxic or dysfunctional relationship for too long. It can include dating the same type of person over and over and over again. It can include going out with people you really don't want to go out with because you feel pressure from various sources, and so forth and so on. Every one of those decisions in our dating life has a consequence, and we can get away with some of them in our early 20s, but after the age of 25, those choices really start to catch up with us and affect our relationship dating lives. The second reason is that you may have emotional issues that you have to work through before you are ready for a healthy relationship. And this was something that I had to learn in my own process. Some of those emotional issues could include super anxious attachment or super avoidant attachment. You might have codependency tendencies. You might have hyper independent tendencies. You might have abandonment trauma from when you were a kid. You might have commitment phobia. Each one of these things is something that needs to be worked through. Otherwise, it's going to show up in the next relationship and the next relationship. It's going to keep rearing its ugly head. And then you're going to sit there and wonder, well, why am I single? Well, you're single because you haven't worked through these things, and therefore you haven't found a healthy and stable, lasting relationship. Now, the third reason that people are single most of the time is that when they don't want to be, is that they have unrealistic standards. Their sense of what they should be with and what they should receive is totally blown out of proportion. Now, I don't mean that you should just go out there and date the first person you see. No, everybody needs to have standards and values and certain things that they're looking for. But there's a concept of the maximizer versus the satisficer. The maximizer is the person who wants 10s across the board. They want the guy to be financially stable, a millionaire by age 28, have a house, have a wonderful career, be 6 feet tall with green eyes, and come from the best family. They want 10s across the board, and they're not willing to settle for anything less. A satisficer, on the other hand, is somebody who is willing to accept something that is good enough. And good enough, by the way, does not mean you're settling. It's not a bad word. Good enough means you find someone with whom you have shared values, good communication, and a happy lifestyle together. And you say, you know what, this is actually pretty damn rare. And I'm extremely lucky that I found somebody that is good enough. The satisficers, in my experience, are the ones who get married and have healthy and stable relationships. The maximizers, the ones with very unrealistic standards, by the way, it's not only women, plenty of men are maximizers too. Those are the ones who stay single well into their 30s and 40s because they're not willing to alter their standards. Hope this was helpful. I'll catch you guys soon.